Shabbat Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Hashem Shabbat Hashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful life tabernacle of David. I'm a brother slash elder. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. And the name of this lesson is going to be, dang, I just forgot. Salaki, it'll come back, Lord willing. They're setting up a turkey shoot. I'm going to attempt to point that out through the Spirit, so bear with me. All right. This is the brother over there in England, across the pond, who goes into the Spike Lee documentary called Come Hell or The Flood, when the enemy comes in like a flood. Now, they showed us, Salakia, Come Hell or High Water, but during Katrina, they showed us, Katrina was a dry run for what they're about to do. What are they about to do? The enemy is going to come in like a flood, surround you and starve you out. But most of all, within this documentary, what we're about to show, and the brother slash up and coming elder, as the elder apostle called him, is elder apostle Tahar called him, is going to narrate what happened during the Katrina, which is what they're setting up for now, right? Breaking the code, okay? We've been talking about coded languages. So the name of this lesson is called Breaking the Code. I gotta write it down, Salakia, because I'll forget again. Breaking the code, okay, because what? Here's the code. Breaking, Salakia, go with me. The code. See, because here's the code. All right? Who are we? Who is Issachar? Issachar is what? Illegal what? Illegal alien. Who are the aliens? You African Americans. Okay, we're breaking the code. Right? They've been speaking in code for a long time. All they got to do is, here come the aliens. What do they look? They look like them. So, what are they going to do? Well, they had a dress rehearsal. So, Lucky, let me peek over here real quick. What did I type in here? Alien force already among us. Remember that? We'll go there. Let me see. Because this is what they're doing now. All right. All roads lead to Rome, or whatever. Well, they have been compartmentalized, these different terms and stuff, but they're all coming together. We are the aliens on the ground right now. They know that. That's what this guy, the actor, Death Valley did. What's his name? Ronald Reagan. This is what Ronald Reagan said. Already an alien force. He was talking about the 1/3, right? The prophets, the ones that are going to, they understand what is going to happen, but what are they going to do? So, let me see. I'll start right here. Then they stood upon their feet, a great exceeding what? A great exceeding army. They know, they understand this. Ezekiel, yeah? All right, so they understand this. All right. Ezekiel 37:10. We already know what Ezekiel 37 is about. These are the whole who? The whole house of Israel. But here's the point. Boom. Who is this? This is talking about the people that are here. What is this breath? The 100% truth. Is it not? Let's talk about the elect. So I prophesied. And who are the elect? They know this. And we ain't hiding nothing. They already knew. So, Ezekiel 37:10 in the King James. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of who they are, the name, right? The power of the name. Don't let nobody fool you. Let no man deceive thee. And the breath came into them, and they lived, right? Became alive. And stood upon their feet. This is what they're afraid of. Going pursuant to wisdom 5, Salakia. Stood upon their feet, a great what? An exceeding great what? This is what they're afraid of. That's talking about the elect when you come right down to it. Salakia, I have to do this real quick. Wisdom 5. What happened when they stood upon their feet? Okay? Stand. There it is. What happened when they stood? Didn't? Okay, let's go back and examine that real quick. Where do we come? Not stood so stiffly. I said, see, that's that stand. How is that just sitting there? Look at that. Stood so stiffly. That's that stand. Then they stood. Where's that? Salakia. They stood. They made a stand. They said, wait a minute. We're those guys. Right? Wait a minute. This makes sense to us. So I prophesied. This is Ezekiel 37:10. So I prophesied as he commanded. And the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. What happened when they made that statement? Then shall the righteous man stand, what? In great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. What happened? When they see what? That stand. When they see that stand, what happened? They were troubled with terrible fear. Right? The strangeness goes to the chariots, but this trouble with terrible fear, right? And what is terrible fear? With great respect. When they made that righteous stand in great boldness, what happened was their respect level changed instantly. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Their respect level jumped, and they were like, oh shit, maybe we're not going to win World War III and be in rulership. Maybe we can't fuck with these people whatsoever. See, because at this moment right here, this is in tandem with what? At that moment, what are we doing? We are shedding an old body and becoming immortals before their eyes. Where are we on our way to? Strangeness of what? Of your body changing right before you get on that chariot. See? See? All of that's happening simultaneously. So, the point being made is this. What's about to happen? Well, they got a plan. Why? Because they know who we are. Where'd Ronnie go? We'll get to Ronnie Reagan. Okay? Is there not already? And what? Alien? Who? An illegal alien? Who? The Northern... Who? The African Americans are the... Who? The elect of Israel are the who? What are they going to do? What did they had target practice during Katrina. We're going to watch this. All right. And again, shout out to the brother across the pond. I'm going to just let it play from right here. Notice the 144. I just queued it up right there. Take it away. The brother got a little cockney on the back of his voice. Take
With this 1 minute clip, and then I got Devil. He said it was like pheasant season in South Dakota. They were shooting at people, shooting at Jake, who were trying to get food. They called it looting. They were not looting. Right? Don't get me wrong, maybe one or two was, but they was not looting. On the majority, they was trying to get food to survive because they didn't.
Here's what they're setting up. You don't know, right? When they went after Issachar, ICE, and all of that, they fully understood that you can't tell an illegal from illegal, but we could just grab anybody because you fit the description. They fully understood that, right? Right? And what are they calling them the whole time? They're calling them illegals. So you're all fair game. Same thing now, right? Well, the hostile African American what? Illegal aliens coming on a spaceship, right? They're already here. And you can't tell one from another. Now listen to this again. This was rehearsal.
Receive any water or any food or any sanitation stuff for 3 to 4 days. And this is what these devils were doing. They was hunting them and they were shooting them.
Why were they hunting them? Because they all look the same. So now that you've become hostile space aliens coming, and we can't tell which one of you got off the ship right now, we just got to listen to what they say. We just got to indiscriminately have a turkey shoot. What did he call it? Like shooting pheasants.
And then the New Orleans police had blocked off all of the main highways so Jake couldn't leave the city to go to another city.
The city.
To get out of the flood, the devastation. They had them encaged like slaves on a plantation.
Like Masada all over again. Okay? Understand what is going on here and how they already set you up. You're the alien. Oh, the illegal aliens. Oh, the alien. Oh, the aliens look like African American. Oh, they're hostile coming from space. Can't tell them apart. Guess what we got to do?
Listen to this devil. He said it was great. It was like pheasant hunting. That's what this demon said.
The aliens, right? The aliens coming from outer space are hostile, 7 foot tall African American. Nigga, if you're 3 foot tall an African American, you are a hostile black alien. African American alien. And it's deeper than that. Why? Because they know. I'll continue.
See? As part of an agreement, he acknowledged that he had formed an armed vigilante group to keep African Americans, which were the Israelites, or other outsiders.
ICE. An armed vigilante group, ICE. You better wake the hell up. You better wake the hell up. They formed an armed vigilante group called ICE and gave them body armor and weapons and $500 billion budget and bonuses.
He said it was great. It was like pheasant hunting.
And since then, they've been working on, okay, you're hired. They started hiring back then. You think not?
That's what this demon said. See?
Okay.
As part of an agreement.
Okay, so We're good on that, right? We could come back there if we have to. What did he say? Oh, no. Here's what we did during Katrina. We went out hunting niggers and shooting them, and we had a good old time. So what the hell do you think they're about to do right now? Why? Let's get this. Let's go from there to...
He acknowledged that he had formed an armed vigilante group to keep African Americans, which were the Israelites, or
That's good enough. Let's go here. TikTok. African American aliens from outer space hostile. Why? Why is that suddenly being pushed? Alien caught entering a bedroom. Did we do this the other day? African American. We did. Time traveling. TikTok. Uh-oh. We're taking them away. We did this yesterday and it came up, so. And we did find, right, some shit. It's got to be days ago, a month ago. So they're on me, boy. They're watching me. We did this yesterday. Yeah. We did this yesterday. Let's see. Search instead for... I bet you if I take off hostiles. Watch how this works. Okay, what are you hiding here? Yesterday it came right up. Okay, let's see. Slocky, bear with me. Okay, what is this? 7-foot African American looking aliens. Look what I can do. Okay, now they're gonna shoot this nigga. Why? Because they don't know if he's an African American alien or not. Right? Three years. Okay, so this is 2 weeks. Let's look at this. 2 years. So that one slipped through. They haven't expunged that. There should be many of these African American aliens. I saw this one the other day. What's going on here? Okay, why African American aliens when we all know that the illegal aliens are the Hispanic? Or the Haitians? Oh, the Haitians and the Jamaicans, they're illegal aliens, right? Why? Let's go here. Okay, so this guy, right? Where's this guy at? Where's the shooter at? This guy's gonna have no problem shooting this guy. Right? Let's get this nigga out. Let's get the short. Gelo no copo, piscando a fachada. And I'm not me. Look at this. They don't know who this guy is. Is that Predator? Right? Oh, that was Predator. Okay? This nigga's dancing a jig. He's still shucking, right? But this guy, he said, we shoot, if you remove it, we're shooting. Okay, why? Well, let's examine this. Among Us. Where should this take us? Or do I have to put Ronnie's name in? Look at that. It pops right up. Number one. I want a short one. Let's get this. Why did he say alien force? What alien force already among us? Okay, if you understand who the elect are, okay, what's going to happen when they come in like a flood?
We had hundreds of people join.
Slovakia. Watch this. Bear with me, I'll get some precepts. Just painting a picture. What the hell is this? Salaki. Here we go. Salaki, we'll start at the end. Salak. Okay. What the hell? Why is this so big? Let's see if this will play for me. All right, here we go.
We often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond.
Fair use. How long ago was this speech? I'll find out how old the speech is.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
He made a distinction from outside of this world. Who is he talking about? He's talking about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the angels. Now he's going to make a whole separate reference to the elect of Israel, letting you know that they know that we're here. And they know who we are. Called them out there aliens. What is he going to call us here? Watch it, Jerry.
And yet I ask you,
And yet,
is not an alien force already among us?
who's that talking about? And yet I ask you, in lieu of who we just spoke of, not the angels, but isn't their contingent, the forward on echelon, not the follow on, the forward. Right? The forward observer. And they know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? They know the plan. Everybody knows. Just play your part and you're going to get Durst fight. So he's talking about, what did he call us? How long ago was this? Speech and what? More. When was the speech? In the 80s. Okay. From the USS Nimitz incident, which he mentioned, what a speech. What speech? Anyway, we'll find the speech. It was in the 1980s, it had to be, during his time. He was speaking about us. Alien force already. What alien force is that? Right? Are they not our brothers, the angels? Of course they are. Are we not about to return to our heavenly estate? Are we not those angels? They knew that. They're just worried about which ones of us are going to turn. Now they're identifying as, well, these angels coming from outer space, guess what? They're you niggers. I mean, you African American. They look just like you. Okay, now we got to start shooting you to figure out which ones of you are going to turn before you turn. But what does this say right here? What did Spike Lee leave? He left a little hint right there. What's that? That flood. Here comes what? The flood of hell or high water. And when the enemy comes in, what is ice about to do? This is pre-ice. The spirit of ice is right here. The turkey shoot. Did we ever hear what this guy said? Out loud. Slovakia. Bear with. Let me see. You have to hear what he said.
Them that went over, literally. 144, Amos chapter 1, verse 11. He casted off all pity.
Woo.
Come through Algiers. Yeah, man, these motherfuckers. I tell you. Oh, it wounds my spirit, boy, when I hear this, boy. No empathy, none, in the midst of the most dangerous disaster that hit America in the 21st century. We shot it. It was like, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So when you hear this devil making this statement here, during the midst of a disaster, we shot it. It was like pheasant.
You hear that? Somebody cut that up. I noticed that about my videos too, that they're getting muffled right at a very important part. I saw that. So looks like they have editing machines, Slovakia. So they're not gonna let me show this, clearly. Yeah, see? Look at this. It's surprisingly edited out. Remember that part. But you got to see what this dude said. You see if I can. Wow, it's crazy. So lucky. We're doing this, on the fly.
Listen to this devil. He said it was great. It was like pheasant hunting. That's what this demon said.
Out. How did they cut it out?
See? As part of an agreement.
Salaki, let me see if I
Overdue. Let me just start with this 1 minute clip, and then I got devil. He said it was like pheasant season in South Dakota.
Why is this important? Why am I searching to see? Because this is what they're going to do. Most I can put this spirit, right, on ice. Anything that moves that looks like a turkey. What do you think of the Thanksgiving turkey represents you, Jakes? Okay? A turkey shoot. What the hell do you think a turkey shoot is? You better learn this code.
They were shooting at people, shooting at Jake, who were trying to.
If you see an alien, shoot it. What do they look like? African Americans. You don't see this?
Food. They called it looting. They were not looting. Right? Don't get me wrong. Maybe one.
They weren't looting. They were so-called black. They were brown. They were Mexican. They were the 12 tribes of Israel. It was a turkey shoot.
But they was not looting. On the majority, they was trying to get food to survive because they didn't receive any water or any food or any sanitation stuff for 3 to 4 days. And this is what these devils were doing. They was hunting them.
This is what they're about to do. ICE is about to be empowered to do this, to use live ammo. ICE, the UN, whoever. Okay? Why? Because you're an alien. They've been putting this alien thing on us. And now, suddenly, they're hostile coming from outer space. And they're your brothers. They're already here. We don't know what they look like, so we got to shoot all of them.
And they were shooting them. And then the New Orleans police had blocked off all of the main highways, so
This was a dress rehearsal for what is called Jacob's trouble.
couldn't leave the city to go to another city to get out of the flood, the devastation. They had them encaged like slaves on a plantation.
That, Katrina, what was it? What was Katrina? Well, they used the weather weapon to hover a storm over the desired spot at the same time they were blowing up the levee to flood the place. To do what? Let's get the flood. When the enemy shall come in, what? This is not the dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. When the enemy shall come in. Like a what? This is a little spiritual message Spike left there. Come hell or the flood. Come the flood. Hell or high water. Thank you, wife. Come hell or high water. That's a flood. What happened in Katrina? A flood. Where they did what? The turkey shoot. Okay, if I go on my phone right now and I type in, is the Thanksgiving turkey representative of the Native Americans? What does that mean? Turkey shoot. What happened at the Thanksgiving dinner? It was a turkey shoot. You know what a turkey shoot is? The real Thanksgiving was a turkey shoot. Type that into chat GPT. The real Thanksgiving was a turkey shoot. How about that? What does that mean? You got to learn the code. All right, they know it. Yeah, it was a turkey shoot, all right. And we dropped that little white lie, and it's still working to this day, except the hedge is starting to come down. Okay?
Listen to this devil.
Look at the look in his eye. Look at her. Looking like a dude. This is George W. Bush's real daddy. And they got zeal. They can't wait. Okay? This dude, right, and his, what is that, 20 years old now? His kids, right, how old are they? And his kids, right, they're on the ICE crew getting paid. They're getting 50,000 bonus. They're getting their money right now. To do what? Violence against that brother Jacob. Jacob's trouble. Violence, here it comes, man. Here it comes. This is coming. Look.
That it was.
There it is. Okay, so you're the alien, right? Look at Jake. Jake loved it. I'm the alien. The black look down here. The black aliens. Jake running with it, right? Look. Anybody that looks like this, I saw the nigger. He looked like Predator. The nigga looked like Predator. He did a Predator dance, right? So we tracked him down and we shot that nigga because we thought he was gonna turn into Hancock like they said. That's coming. Did we get that? We fully abandoned it. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. Isaiah 59:19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the east. Salakia, again. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, there it is, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against him. disappear, right? Woo. Yeah, there's a lot in there. Overwhelming the enemy. Rushing stream, which the breath of the Lord drives, overwhelming the enemy. You understand? That wisdom, the breath of Yahweh driveth. That's the what is the breath? The spirit. The spiritual power of the Most High, right? The wind of the Lord. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so that's standard against him. We know what that means. And you know what? They know what it means. Right? So what are they doing? So a great humbling is coming. They know that. Humiliating defeat. Woo! It's the Spirit of the Lord urges on. Woo! Look at it. This is what they know is coming. They're coming aggressively. They're coming violent. So they know that we're already here. They know what is about to happen because we're telling them, right? And then shall they know, right? I'm going to go ahead and end it. So you're the enemy. This is about to happen. Understand the language. You're the alien. Did we get a... I know I'm leaving out a lot. I'm on my best behaviors. Let's see. Oh, I know what I wanted to get. I wanted to get this. Why? Why? Okay, they're coming, right? The aliens are coming, right? Well, we have to watch out because these people are out and they're afraid. You know what they're afraid of, right? I just saw this, and this video urged me, right, to make this lesson. I watched this brother's guy. This brother inspires me. Where is he at? Gotta be right up in here. Let me look. It was this. Woo! Let's watch this. So this is Rise of the Hopeful Elect, New Jersey, right? I believe this is Men of Valor, I believe. It's a faction of the Men of Valor, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me. But here's what it says. Before we get into it, it says, it's happening. We are surrounded with chariots. There's no UFOs in the Bible. E going down soon. Okay, this is 16 hours ago when I saw this, right? And I'm going to get right to it. It's a beautiful lesson, right? Very inspiring. But I'm going to get straight to the point where the chariots are moving. And it's a fleet. Okay? And this is very recent, if I'm not mistaken. All right? But this is what they're afraid of. Here's the point. Okay? Suddenly, we're acknowledging that UFOs exist and they're on their way here. And who do they look like? They look like you African Americans. So I'm sure that we can't, some of you ain't really African. You're really aliens. And I can't tell you apart. Right? And we're beginning to become afraid because we're seeing shit like this in the air. Take it away.
The Lord is about to magnify his name. What are you going to do, Esau? Get ready for the war. Get ready for the final fight. The Edomites are done. Y'all in great trouble. This place, America, is in great danger. They don't know how much danger they in. These chariots ain't gonna just be sitting up in your sky like this real soon. And these ain't stars. Look at the cluster. Look at this, man. Look at this.
That's a fleet
Damn.
in
We
attack
about to get
position
busy.
in the field.
We about to get busy. There's so
Look-
many scriptures going through my head. I don't even know which one to choose from.
That's
I'm
some
just
sort
pull
of
one.
position, offensive position.
I'm just pull one scripture.
It ain't no defensive
Man.
position. That's
Yeah,
an
what's
attack
going
position.
on? So why you thinking you just out? Because I'm out right now. Except I'm just picking up a little something to eat. You know?
I'm sure that each of those chariots, if the Most High gave the order, simultaneously and instantly could each one of those have a target of a nigga's head. It could shoot a beam. All instantly, you wouldn't even see it. And the nigga will fall out, dead. They all had a heart attack at the exact same moment. Right? Men's hearts failing you. Yep. Right before that beam hit your fucking ass. Anyway, Salaki.
Staying on my toes. And things are happening. This is I wanted to go to Habakkuk. Yeah, Habakkuk 2. I wanted Habakkuk 3. Yeah.
And anybody that needs an apology for a few curse words, you're not gonna survive through Jacob's trouble, bitch. You better fucking put some brine on your skin. Thicken it up for what is about to
I'm looking
come.
at Habakkuk 3, but my Wi-Fi is messing up. And it says, let's get this here. Strike the head. So I guess, okay. Now when it's for the salvation of my people, salvation of anointed. March to the land of I be thanks.
So
Hold on, one second. I'm in Habakkuk because there's something.
Salaki.
Please,
trying to get to the-
Please, sit upon the earth. You know, I wanted to get this, but
Right here, Salaki.
YouTube wasn't. The internet wasn't working.
Salaki. And no, shout out to the brother again. No offense to him, I forgot his name, but he's a really great teacher, and I listen to him all the time, and I'm always edified. So call hello, y'all, by Chanel Shot for the brother.
Out there bullshitting. Excuse my language, but that's what Jake is doing. You know, this word is for the Israelites, who consist of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics,
I don't know if he's
Indians,
actually
scattered throughout.
showing.
These are these troops, man.
I don't know if he's showing.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarim, Shah Yashala. Double honor to the elders of
I don't know if he should.
the nation of Israel. I'm just make this video real quick. And coming out to very strong help to our camp.
Salaki. He's doing a good job at moving it around and making it look like the video is moving. So I don't see it moving. All right, well, you can clearly see the picture. And he's making it look like they're moving, so we'll have to settle for that. Because I won't be able to, I'm not going to drag this all the way through. You see, that might be it.
And we all know the scriptures about the UFOs, the chariots of the Lord. The Lord is coming to be flooded.
Anyway,
Say that one more time.
listen.
The Lord is about to magnify his name. What are you going to do, Esau? Get ready for the war. Get ready for the final fight. You Edomites are done. Y'all are in great trouble. This place, America, is in great
That might be it.
danger.
He might be just
You
showing.
don't know how much danger they in.
That's it.
These chariots ain't going to just be sitting up in your
He's
sky
playing
like
it.
this real soon. And these ain't stars. Look at
that's
the clutch.
the
Look at
video.
this, man. Look at this.
Okay, so I mean, this is what inspired today's lesson, right? And the lesson is called Breaking the Code, right? This is why, right? Look, it's happening. We are surrounded with UFOs. E is going down soon. E is watching this. He's watching this video, right? And what is it doing? It's doing this. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. What do they see us standing in great boldness, right? Right now they're being amazed, right? Let's go here. Look at the reaction to these devils whenever they're dealing with the chariots. Okay, look at this reaction. With terrible fear, right? Yes. Okay, why they keep saying how this guy felt. This is Salakia. 2 Ezra 13:8. And after this I beheld him lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him, what were they? Well, they were sore afraid. Right? Well, that's that terrible fear. They were sore afraid, right? But the Most High hardened their heart. Made them like Pharaoh's like this. Oh, hell no. Look at those chariots. He said, well, our chariots are flesh and blood. Nigga, you're flying. Salakia. I don't mean it like, Pharaoh knew better. He's like, you guys are flying. Look at all them chariots. This is what Pharaoh saw up there. Pharaoh saw, it's like, well, it was probably just Yahushai's chariot. If not, it was, where do we come from? Where's the fleets? Fleets. It was this. Pharaoh was like, well, wait. Right? How shall we do? Master, how shall we do? Lord, how shall we do? Master, how shall we do? 2 Kings 6:15. I'll just get to the point. 2 Ezra 6. What did I say? 2 Kings 6 and is it 16? 16. He answered and said, fear not, for they, who is they? They is them. See? They is them. Let's prove it. Let's prove that they is them. And he answered and said, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee open his eyes that he may see. Now listen to what it's saying, what is about to be said. Okay? And this is what I believe it says, and you can either take it or you can leave it. It don't mean that, right? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, through the spirit, here's what it's saying, okay? Where we at? And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mothership or the fathership was full of fighters, right? The fathership, the great mountain, the big mountain, was full of smaller fighters, right? They were surrounding the fathership. That's what this is saying. The mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. This is that. There's probably one big chariot sitting over here, and then all of these fighters, right, that could go inside the bigger ship if need be, right? So the big ship would be what? A great mountain that he flew up upon. No? Where are we at? The mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about. So full of horses could mean that that one big mountain was powerful as hell. All right? It was full of power. Or it could mean, it says, horses and chariots of fire. What are horses and chariots of fire? Let's find out. Let's reference horses and chariots of fire to Revelation 19 quickly, right? These horses, not this horse, not this white horse, right? Rider on the white horse. Not that white horse, but these white horses. White horses, huh? What white horses? White horses couldn't drag me. Oh, that's wild horses. Okay. And the armies, huh? Uh-oh. This is the Air Force. The ground force is what Ronald Reagan was talking about. The alien force already among us is the ground force that's embedded, right? The sleepers that are waking up. Some to everlasting. The ground force, the horses. The mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. This is Revelation 19 and 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Okay? What do they look like? They look like this. They're scared. What are they going to do? You're the aliens. Oh shit, here they come. You're the aliens. We got to start doing what? What's Esau ready to do? The turkey shoot. Where's my phone? I'm going to type it in. So lucky, I know I'm droning on, but that seems to be what the Spirit is doing. I pray that I'm in order. But I am kind of just going in the Spirit. So I'm going to go, I'm going to type this into a Google search. I'm typing in turkey. What is it? What is meant by the real Thanksgiving was a turkey shoot? I'm going to type that in and see where it goes. Let's see what AI says to that. And then if they don't entertain me, then I'll leave it alone. Okay, so G, Google. What is meant by or what is the are the Native Americans are, watch this, are the Native Americans the real, or the, the turkey, are the Native Americans the turkey in the real story of Thanksgiving turkey shoot? Right? I'm going to force it to answer this question. Because what is a turkey shoot? It's when you surround a turkey and the turkey has nowhere to go because he's surrounded, and then you shoot the shit out of it. That's a turkey shoot. And that's what they were explaining. That's what Esau was explaining. It was like hunting pheasant. It was a turkey shoot. Okay. So I'm going to ask, and I'm doing this live or in real time, but my operating system won't allow me to do AI. So I'm going to do it on the phone. Oh, wow. And wow, it's running from me right now, Salakia. AI mode is running. Okay. And then it says the premise of the real story of Thanksgiving being a turkey shoot against Native Americans is not accurate and distorts history. This framing is a cynical and incorrect oversimplification. The true story of the relationship between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people is far more complex and evolves over many decades. No, it doesn't. Devil. No, it doesn't. And what do you know other than what you've been programmed to say, AI? And who programmed you? Certainly not the children of Israel, who you call the Native Americans. How about that? And fair use and all that bullshit. How about that? So, let's see, a complex. Now I should go back and say, it says the myth of a turkey shoot and the origin of Thanksgiving turkey. The modern image of Thanksgiving is heavily shaped by myths and tradition. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that they all got together like they're doing today. The Native Americans, they're all getting together and sitting down and having a big old feast because they love each other and they get along, right? And they're sharing the land. Here's your portion of the land. It's called a reservation. And you're sure to die with that depleted uranium that's sitting out there. Come on. You motherfucking clown. That's AI. I'm going to close. Salakia. That's what it said. So, the real Thanksgiving. Let's see if they expunged it with this CRT. What? The real Thanksgiving dinner. Was a tragedy. Let's see if they'll at least, I won't say a turkey shoot, but okay, so those are the chariots, yeah? So what about the real Thanksgiving? See? Couldn't hide that one. What actually happened? The brutal truth. Let's hear it from Was it a turkey shoot?
The way we're taught about Thanksgiving is a bit misleading in school. There is really a dark truth behind it. The first Thanksgiving celebrated in 1621 was actually a 3-day long harvest festival where the Pilgrims invited the Native Americans. What's wrong with that, you might ask? Well, this was just a small moment of peace between the two groups, and which would essentially result in the massacre of
In a turkey shoot. See? What about that AI? Oh, well, we got to expunge that and change that and change the Smithsonian. It's just slavery. Don't worry about the Native American sites. They're okay. No, they're not. They tell the truth too. Look at this. Oh, we got to get rid of this truth, right? We got to get rid of the internet.
indigenous people. The colonizers were responsible for the forced removal of indigenous people from their land and brutal treatment of native populations, which led to deaths of millions of people. And to top it all off, they celebrated their victory with a feast. Until 1863, Thanksgiving was not a national holiday, where Abraham Lincoln made it so in order to unify the people during the Civil War.
Which people were that? The black people? The turkeys? The delectable Negro. He wasn't on the table? Wait. Huh? So, if Negro is a delicacy when they have Thanksgiving, hold on now, devil. Right? Wait a minute. What's the real truth about Thanksgiving? Who was the turkey? Devil? You ain't gonna tell the truth. Huh? Yeah, they're gonna run from them. They're gonna run from it. This is a matter. Come on now. Where are we going with it? So, they don't have these people that do this on Thanksgiving. Come on. I'm not gonna go into it. This don't happen at Thanksgiving. This is not what Thanksgiving was. I bet you, look at this. I bet you we could trace this back to what they call things. I bet you. You understand? I bet you that turkey goes back to the delectable Negro. I bet you. You understand? Who's the turkey? If this was popping, wait a minute, who are the Pilgrims? Right? Ain't they got stories of them motherfuckers getting real hungry and eating belts and shit? Oh no, we killed a couple of them Indians over there. And we're hungry as fuck. But Thanksgiving, a Negro was not on the table. And they're calling him a turkey. Come on now. I bet you when the whole truth comes out, I bet you. I bet you. You understand? Anyway, I'm going to end it. Yep. I'm going to end it right here. It is the time. This is Jeremiah 30. And 7. So long, you bear with me. Alas, for that day is great, for that none is like it. They're going to be eating niggas like they did on Thanksgiving and having absolutely parties. And it's going to be a feast. We're going to invite the whole block because we caught one. All them niggas we've been out there killing, hey, grab 5 of them. We're having a fucking barbecue like we used to do in the day. We're not hiding shit no more. Nigga, you know what Thanksgiving was. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, the elect, shall be saved out of it. With that, we hope that the elect were edified. Brothers and few sisters, Shabbat Shalom.